Hi, I'm Don Glass, a consulting hypnotist. I've been certified by the National Guild of Hypnotists. Welcome to our show, Hypnosis and You. Our show will be exploring what hypnosis is today and how it's become so mainstream, and how it's being used today in both medical settings and also for personal betterment. Today we're going to have some guests on our show that have had hypnotic experiences. They'll be sharing with us why they chose hypnosis, what they found the benefits to be, and the outcomes that they were able to achieve. Now remember, if there's a particular topic that's of interest to you, please feel free to give me a call or email me. We'll be sure to have that on our show. So sit back, enjoy yourself for the next 30 minutes as we explore hypnosis and you. If you'd all just take a deep breath. As you let that deep breath out, I'd like you to let all the tension. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hi, I'm Don Glass. I'm a certified hypnotist, and I've been certified by the National Guild of Hypnotists. That's a worldwide organization that the hypnotists you work with are fully trained and certified and know their skills very well. This can help you lose weight, gain confidence, eliminate stress. In fact, gastric band surgery even addresses the issues that cause eating problems. It's been in the media lately. Our modern world is producing a bunch of unhealthy people at a startling rate. This unhealthiness has a name. It's being called obesity. Now, obesity, and people that suffer from obesity have been trying to lose weight. They've been trying to lose weight by a variety of diets and every fad diet that comes along. And they just struggle and struggle. And those few that do succeed in losing weight, when they get to the finish line of their diet, they put that weight all back, in most cases. And in most cases, they put back even more. The only real way to lose weight is to consistently consume less calories than you actually use. ABC and NBC have been running some shows lately that talk about the stories. ABC and NBC have done a number of stories lately that talk about this growing, increasing rate of obesity in the world. It's very, very scary. Obesity by itself isn't just a fat person. Obesity causes major health problems. It's a contributing factor to diabetes. It's a contributing factor to cancer. It's a contributing factor because your body has so much work to do to keep up with the obese nature that we've allowed ourselves to become. Now, 50 years ago, we didn't have this issue with obesity. People worked, they consumed the calories. Today, the modern family eats out, eats at fast food. The modern worker sits in front of a computer, doesn't have an opportunity to exercise at all. Is it any wonder that people are going to get obese? According to the World Health Organization, 2.3 billion people will be classified as obese in the year 2015. And of those, 700 million of them will be considered morbidly obese. People have been finding what health professionals have known right along. Diets don't work. If you're one of those people that have tried diets, the simple truth is to lose weight, you have to consume. The simple truth is that to lose weight, you have to use more calories than you consume. Now,
You can say it again. Just get me running.
what's that?
Say it again.
I'm getting choppy again.
Yeah, you did choppy, and you did. The simple fact is, don't do that.
Yeah, I know everything is showing up, I'm sure. Okay. Are we still on?
We're still on.
Okay. In other words, to lose weight, you have to eat less. Simple as that. Now, that doesn't mean a diet. We're not talking about a diet. That's why a procedure called gastric band surgery has become so popular. One type of gastric band surgery is known as lap surgery. One type of gastric band procedure is known as lap surgery. Utilizing this procedure, a surgeon installs a silicone device wrapped around the upper part of your stomach. The device reduces the size of your stomach from a total of 6 cups of food to a half a cup of food. Now, what's interesting about this is that the stomach recognizes that it's full, sends a message to the brain, and the brain says, my goodness, I'm full, I don't need to eat anymore. So as you can see, the pouch fills quickly. As the band slows down the passage of food from the pouch to the rest of the stomach. As the upper part registers full, it sends a message to the brain that the entire stomach is full. This helps you feel hungry less often, makes you feel full quicker, and consequently you eat smaller portions and lose weight. Although this surgery is safer than some of the more invasive surgeries such as stomach stapling, it still has risk and also has high cost, which is a potential barrier for many people to take advantage of the surgery. And insurance, unless you're morbidly obese, generally doesn't cover it. That's why a new procedure called a virtual gastric band procedure is becoming so popular. It's proven effective to take the weight off and keep the weight off. This procedure, which was originally pioneered in Spain about 3 years ago, has been in practice in the U.S. for the past year, and it's been helping tens of thousands of people take the weight off and keep it off. It's called the virtual gastric band procedure. And this virtual gastric band procedure allows your mind to believe that it's had the operation, but without the pain and without the associated risk. And because your subconscious mind is convinced that you've undergone gastric band surgery, means your mind craves less food, and you feel fuller quicker, much sooner than ever before. The net result is that you end up eating less, and the weight comes off safely and easily. Instead of actually going through the actual procedure, a certified hypnotist guides you. Instead of actually going through with the gastric band surgery, a certified hypnotist helps guide you to allow your mind to know that you have undergone the actual surgery. They guide you into a trance, walk you through the procedure as if it's actually happening. On a conscious level, you're aware that it's only been a procedure. But on a subconscious level, you believe that you actually have received the surgery. Now this is important, as the subconscious mind is responsible for all of your functions, all of your automatic habits. Your subconscious mind makes your heart beat. Your subconscious mind pumps adrenaline. Subconscious mind monitors your blood pressure. And when your subconscious mind believes that it's had an operation, it lets your brain know that you're full and that you're comfortable. And it's at that point that you learn to stop eating. Subconscious mind and the conscious mind beliefs, and they can coexist very easily. It's very easy to understand. Think about a spider phobia. Many people are scared of spiders. Now on a conscious level, they simply say, it's only a small spider, There's nothing to worry about. Yet the sight of a spider ignites their subconscious mind to react in an unrealistic way. So a person can, on a conscious level, know very well that they've received the hypnotherapy, but their subconscious mind can fully believe that it's undergone a medical procedure, and it behaves accordingly. Gastric band surgery can be done at much, much lower cost than the real surgery, and it carries virtually no risk. The subconscious mind acts. The subconscious mind, responsible for our urges, the subconscious mind, the part of us that's responsible for protecting us, for keeping us healthy, understands that it's full and asks us to stop eating. And using hypnotherapy, we're able to address the other issues that caused us to overeat in the first place. Once you start eating less, the effects are simple. The weight comes off, slowly and safely. So if you're interested in losing weight, then the hypnosis gastric band procedure may be for you. And we have with us today Linda Reddy. Linda participated in a gastric band procedure about 3 months ago, and let's ask her what that was all about. I have with me in the studio Linda Reddy. Linda has participated in a virtual gastric band procedure. The gastric band procedure has helped people lose weight throughout the world. The new procedure that started in Spain about 3 years ago, and for the past year has been making huge, huge headways here in the United States. Linda, you had the procedure about 2 months ago.
Just about, yep.
And what brought you to have and to take the gastric band procedure?
Well, my husband came home with information that you had gone to his meeting at the Lions Club in Lowell. And I read the back of it. Going to get some information on it, and I was interested because I hadn't been able to lose weight, and I wanted to. So I called you up, and we started. The rest is history, correct.
That's wonderful.
Yep.
Now, you had used traditional diets in the past?
Yeah, I tried, like Atkins or some of those things, and I only lasted maybe 2 weeks, and then I just got hungry. And any of those, so I just tried to, cut down on my own, which I did for a while, but then, you're not losing the weight, so you get discouraged and you say, the heck with it.
Yep. Now, had you been hypnotized before?
No.
So the virtual gastric band procedure was your first time being hypnotized.
Correct.
And it was a new procedure that you'd hoped would take care of your diet problem.
Right. It just sounded perfect.
How does it sound perfect to you? Can you describe what that means to you?
I can't exercise, so that it was that in itself was good. I mean, I do walking and stuff like that, but anything, yoga and things like that, I can't do. So it just sort of fit everything that I had thought it should be.
Mm-hmm. So you understand fully that to lose weight, you have to consume more calories than you take in, or you have to use more calories than you take in.
Right.
Okay. And the program that you participated in, that was a one-on-one session.
Correct.
And you had, during your first week, your mind went and enjoyed a relaxing time,
Mm-hmm.
and at the same time, you had an operation. Is that right?
Oh yeah, it was a weird feeling. After when I left your office, I could actually feel the band. It was weird. It was really weird. And then to try to eat more than a half a sandwich for lunch or even a whole bagel for breakfast, couldn't do it. You cannot do it.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it was really mind-boggling.
That's a very good description. Mind-boggling is exactly the word.
Yeah.
Now you understand with hypnosis that you and the hypnotherapist are talking directly to your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind controls all of your body functions and all your beliefs as well.
Mm-hmm.
So what you had as a result of that was your mind believed you had the surgery. You knew that you had only had a hypnosis session, and yet everything worked for you.
Right.
That's a typical experience. And now 2 months later, the pounds are still coming off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Not even a second thought.
No. No. And you cannot eat more. Sounds crazy, but you can't.
So you've developed a new habit with you and your mind.
Mm-hmm. I know exactly how much to put on my plate. You know, like a half a sandwich. You know, little small portions at dinner time.
Mm-hmm.
The other day, I'll tell you a little experience. I had my 3 grandchildren over. I was feeding my 2 sons. This was at lunchtime. And I'm frying this up for this one, making mac and cheese for this one, doing grilled cheese for this one. And I made myself a whole sandwich. And without even I started eating. And I went to the second half, and it was like a quarter. I said, what am I doing with this? And I had to put it down because I could feel full, but it's just in my mind because I was so busy.
Yep.
But it still worked.
Your mind was taking care of you.
Yeah.
Now I understand that you have, when you started the program, you had an image of a new outfit that you wanted.
Yeah.
And I understand you're getting some outfits along the way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Have you gone down in dress size?
Yes. 1.
1 dress size.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And a couple more sizes to go.
Yes. I'm not buying much because I don't want to have stuff hanging that doesn't fit me. It's going to be new stuff when I get to the right size.
Wonderful.
Yep.
What a procedure.
It's a good feeling.
Yep.
It is.
The procedure that you had, you found that, what was your opinion of the actual hypnosis?
Very, very relaxing. I mean, it has relaxed me. I have more energy than I've had in 20 years.
Wow.
Really, really. It was marvelous.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. I think this is a part where they're going to have a cut, and I'm going to figure out something to say.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So have you recommended the procedure to others?
I have. Of course, I give them your card.
Yep.
And they said they'll call you.
Have you noticed that many people talk a good game about wanting to lose, but when it comes down to the wire, they may be happy with themselves?
Yeah. Talk is cheap.
Talk is cheap.
Mm-hmm.
So you would recommend this procedure to others?
Oh, definitely.
That's wonderful.
Definitely.
Definitely. Wonderful. Thank you very much for taking the time to come in. I'm glad you had such a wonderful experience. And
I'm still having it. Really, I am.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for
You're
coming
welcome.
in. Hypnosis is the fastest, easiest, and most natural way of achieving any changes that you want. Hypnosis is effective because it changes the thought patterns within your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind is the emotional part of you, the feeling part of you. For example, a smoker will have thought patterns in certain situations and at certain times that they want to have a cigarette. Now, if that thought pattern has changed, they no longer feel like smoking anymore. That's why hypnosis is so effective. It changes the feeling mind. The ex-smoker never feels withdrawal symptoms. The ex-smoker is simply a non-smoker and happy to be a non-smoker. If you have questions about hypnosis, how it can work, techniques that you'd like to see demonstrated on the show, please give us a call or email us. We'll look forward to seeing you again. My name's Don Glass. I'm a certified hypnotist, and I've been certified by the National Guild of Hypnotists, which is a worldwide organization that helps ensure the quality of hypnotism throughout the world. I have with me today my guest, Patty Jakes. Patty has recently experienced hypnosis to solve some personal issues that she's going to share with us. Patty, when we first met, you had a concern about being depressed. Can you share with us what that depression was all about and how long it lasted?
Sure. Well, you know, my mother passed away the last day of March, and March 31st, and that was what kind of really triggered it. And it just seemed like nothing I could, you know, no matter how hard I tried to get out of the depression, nothing seemed to work. So I, you know, was living with that kind of doom and gloom for several weeks, and then I bumped into you, and I heard, you know, and you mentioned that you do the weight loss, but you also do depression, and I never met a hypnotist before, only like, like years ago, you know, you'd go to a show and see a hypnotist do fun things on the stage, but I didn't realize that it was possible to work with people with depression. So I thought that was a great, you know, so I took your card and I called you about a week later, and I was thinking about it, and then I decided to make a call to see if it was really true that you could help, and you mentioned that you could, that was one of the things you could work with people on. And so I was so desperate, I was so, I was just, definitely devastated from losing my mom, and it just seemed like, I was willing to try anything, and I thought, well, this is healthy anyway. Instead of, drugs or whatever, I said, gee, this would be great if it works. And so I was willing to be open-minded. I'm an open-minded person anyway. So I figured, well, I'll try it. I've tried, other things for other reasons, like, I've tried acupuncture for certain things, and that worked for a few things. So, I figured, well, I'll try this for depression. And it worked. It really did.
This took how many sessions?
I went 2. It was 2 sessions, and I, it's been a while now. I think it was like it's been a couple of months now, or maybe more than.
Yes, it's been several months.
It's been several months. I think it's been like 3 months, and because I think I came to you in April, and probably the end of April, and I saw immediate relief right away. After the hypnosis, I felt like a whole new person. I feel like I probably should do it again because, it's been about 2 or 3 months. But I felt automatic relief, and I felt. Then I don't know what happened, but whenever I think of my mother, I think of happy thoughts.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Now, it was also your first time being hypnotized, other than on a stage show.
Right. Yep.
What did you think about that experience? How would you describe that?
It was very peaceful. It was like some people say they like to work out, or, that they find peace, how you find peace in different things. That was probably, of all the things I've ever done, it was the most peaceful experience for me. Like when I just felt like I was on air, like, just floating. You just feel like I'm just so happy, and you just see life in you see life as a child, kind of like, that childlike feeling of happiness, and, just like you're just floating on a breeze, and, nothing can, affect you.
That's great. You mentioned that you saw immediate relief, and then you had a second session, but you also mentioned that you had a significant other was also suffering.
Yes, my boyfriend. He has depression issues too, and so So I told him, I said, you know, you've got to go see Dawn and see, you know, and of course he was skeptical because, you know, most people are skeptical, you know, and especially I find men more skeptical a lot of times than women. But, you know, he was like, oh, I don't know. And I said, no, I want you to go. I think, you know, it's worth a shot to try it out. And it did. You know, he only went for one session, but he definitely noticed. I noticed it too, that he had a better outlook on life, and he had a better attitude, and you know, and it really helped him.
Now, if I recall, Patty, it seems to me that your response to the initial hypnosis session was pretty significant, but with your boyfriend, and maybe this is a case again with men being more resistant, he seemed to question what really had happened. Am I remembering that right?
Yeah, I don't think he probably doesn't remember what, you know, when you're in hypnosis, but I don't, I think that he needed to come back again to keep it going, because it worked for him for, you know, for a few weeks, but you have to continue, at least I think going the 2 sessions, that's really important. The first, you know, at least one right after another you know, and that will last you a long time. But, you know, but I think you definitely have to keep it up, because if you don't, you know, you want that effect to stay with you.
What we say in hypnosis is that the mind is developing new habits and new beliefs. So in your case, you had the 2 sessions, and you're pretty much on a roll. You might just enjoy another day at the spa, as we say, because it's so relaxing. And that would just serve to reinforce it.
Right.
And then again, with your boyfriend, an additional session could be another day of relaxation for him, and just reinforcing that good feeling.
Yep, you have to, you know, you can't just expect a miracle over, you know, like it was a miracle overnight in a sense, but you have to keep it going, to keep it, you know, fresh in your mind.
Well, that's great. Well, I appreciate you coming in and sharing with us this wonderful story.
Thank you.
And your recommendation to your friends are greatly appreciated. They've been calling, and we're looking forward to helping more people.
I know, it's a great way to be healthy and live.
Thank you again very, very much.
Thank you.